Hey Libra, how are you? I'm doing the November 2019 intuitive readings for the Alta Love community. Happy birthday to all the Libras. Obviously we're headed into Scorpio season. Although I've just recently come across the sidereal tarot as well, which is just a little bit different. FYI, for your information, there's other types of astrology. And it's always my intention to offer the most divine guidance for all y'all, like loving clarity and that kind of easy clarity we're seeking when it comes to any challenges we might be facing in our lives. So Libra, November 2019, what's on the cards for the Libras? Ooh, King of Cups. King of Cups has not come up for me very much in private readings and in any of the daily tarot. So that's quite striking to me, the King of Cups. A water sign. For the general readings, this can be a queen, but I do feel this is a masculine energy, a balanced masculine, very powerful energy with that King of Cups right down the middle of the reading. And for those of you that are resonating, you really are coming out of a cycle of healing, pain. It's in the reverse though, so I always interpret that as like coming out of this cycle of healing, coming out of, you know, a base tone cycle of healing shittiness, basically, pain, people stabbing you in the back, a lot of trouble. And then there's the Hierophant. I'm hearing something about like something majestic is coming in, especially with the King of Cups and then the Hierophant. We start off with the Emperor in the reverse, which when these kind of cards are in the reverse, I do often interpret them as an abuse of power, which is likely connected to this healing. So we're coming out of that. This can be to do with the masculine, the distorted masculine energy which you're healing. And you're coming out because you're moving into the self-love and the union of self-love. You're rising out of an abuse of power, whether it's you abusing your power or an awareness of distortion in your energy field, where there are people or authority figures who abuse their power and leave people feeling left out in the cold. And this is all in the reverse. So this is all rising out of these energies of being left out in the cold, being submissive to people who abuse their power. And then this self-love, that's ultimately what's shifting the plates for you. And there is an actual union on the cards. There is this sort of, with the self-love, the Lover's card right here, there is this coming into a union relationship perhaps. And the King of Cups could be you, and or someone offering the love. So it's up to interpretation really for you. And then really the Hierophant could be an actual marriage, like a union yeah, a union in marriage. And some of you have been working really hard, and I feel like there's this sort of shift with regards to your perception of your working life. And you've been working hard, and then you're rising into this King of Cups energy, which is a very emotionally aware, emotionally balanced, in dominion, commanding the water, commanding the ships at sea. Yeah, and having this majesty, which then makes me think you're then, because all the self-love, you're rising into this awareness of your true state of being as this King of Cups, and then making an offer, and or if you're the feminine, receiving the offer from a King of Cups who has worked really hard, and because of everything they've been through, there's this great awareness. And some of you, I'm hearing, like, want to make investments. So you've been holding tight, basically working really hard, holding tight to the pentacles, and you're wanting to make an investment in or a commitment, right? With the Hierophant there, you're wanting to tie the knot, I'm hearing. Which, again, it could be a romantic relationship and or some sort of business investment that you're committing to. Yeah, because some of you have been through heartache. The Three of Swords there, you've been through enough heartache, and you're turning a corner with that, and that has to do with coming out of you know, trying to hold on too tight to the Pentacles and rising out of this cycle of pain to embrace the Hierophant, embrace the commitment. And of course we could interpret it like you're embracing a higher commitment to your own self, to your own journey. So I'm just hearing 2 more cards for the Libras. So there's the Queen. So there's definitely like a soulmate divine union here. The Lovers, the Two of Cups, and then there's a Queen and a King of Cups. So they can definitely be swapped around for all y'all. Whether you're a boy or a girl or whatever your preference is ultimately. You're just, some of you, I think, because the Three of Swords is there and the Ten of Swords, there could still be waves of residue. Just be aware of that. There could be waves of residue in that heart center, in the back, like around having been messed about or just having been through a lot. With the Lovers card, it's like this healing journey and the working hard, working really diligently on your pentacles, and then it's almost like this, just some kind of shift happens where suddenly you're like, I'm on it. I know myself. I know what I deserve. And so you're making that offer or receiving that offer, which is a really profound commitment, you know, exchanging keys or tying the knot or putting your money down on an investment. And this card is just symbolic of keeping yourself steady, keeping yourself within yourself, you know, balancing your pentacles, balancing your emotions, and then making a decisive action call to make some sort of commitment. And again, I'm feeling a pretty strong, loving bond. But bear in mind as well, like when we come into really positive, loving relationships, when they are romantic, if they are truly benevolent, they bring about that kind of thing as well. They bring about investment, you know, co-creation on a higher level, which is what the Hierophant is really. And then I've just pulled that card. So there is, so we have the 2, the 4, the 8. So the working hard, whatever investment or loving union you're coming into, it's massively abundant. There's a lot of money for you, Libra. It's just, I feel that because with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, it might feel in the moment when you're like maybe intuiting it, or you're getting these messages to make this move, or to make this offer, or to make this investment. Regardless, it's some kind of like higher level commitment with the King and Queen of Cups and the Lovers and the Two of Cups. It's this higher level of commitment to yourself, and then ultimately to the other people in your life, or the person that you love. But there's no doubt that it's bringing about massive financial wealth and like fulfillment, obviously, because it's the King and Queen of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. It's a Two of Cups. It's like a divine counterpart, a divine reflection, total power couple right here. In whatever capacity, have courage. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your voice. It's guiding you to this Ten of Pentacles for sure. You're having to drop that old construct of like must work hard, must work hard. And you're realizing that you actually have a lot of pentacles. You have balance. You have this inner wisdom and awareness with the King of Cups right there. This power within you, this manifestation power within you, which is why you're suddenly going, you know what? I did it. I'm over the past now. I'm going to take these Four Pentacles and I'm going to turn them into 10. I'm going to make an investment. I'm going to commit to somebody. I'm going to ask this person to marry me. Like whatever it is, however it resonates with you, the cards are really ushering you, go for it, you know, trust. This King is super duper powerful. And he's come out of this cycle of like, I am a worker bee, I'm a worker bee, right? Like just working. And then suddenly going, wait, am I working as smart as I can? And then having some kind of shift, very likely via all this self-love that you're doing. And then making a move, because you're coming out of like, Four Pentacles would say, when it's upright, would say like we're holding on tight, we're like safeguarding our money, we're safeguarding our pentacles, our finances, right? And you're coming out of that, and you're rising out of this energy of being stabbed in the back and being hurt big time. You've healed and or are healing a lot of pain around the heart. But then with the Two of Cups, with the Lovers, and the King and Queen of Cups present, there's a power couple, and you know it. And really, truly, in your divine self, you want to commit. You want to make this investment. And the investment is saying it's basically, it's like working smarter, working with greater awareness within your emotional capacity as this King or Queen, right? And then that turns the Eight of Pentacles, manifests into the Ten of Pentacles, and there's this, again, the king is there in that picture of the Ten of Pentacles, and there's dogs, and there's people, and there's community, and there's this real groundedness and this sort of sense of benevolence with all of those pentacles. They're surrounding this community. There's no lack, you know. And it comes out of this commitment card. If there's a wobble, if there's residue around the pain that you've been through, that's the Courage card. That's what the Courage card is trying to say. Have courage. You've risen. You've done the self-love work. You're not going to go back. You're not going to be repeating those patterns again. So the Hierophant is like an upgrade, an up level. And you're just doing it mindfully. You're doing it in this space of steadying yourself. You're not rushing in. You're not, you know, there's no knights here. You're not rushing into anything. You're fully aware. You're fully present. You're fully in your power. You know what you've been through. It's obvious. You know exactly what you've been through. You've been hurt in the past. You've also been under the authoritative rule of abuse of power. You've done that. You've been through that. You know how hard you work, but you're tired of working how you used to work. So you're going to make a change. You're going to invest whatever savings you have or whatever money you've got. You're going to make an investment that's going to lead to a Ten of Pentacles and a really happy community here. Hierophant is ushering you, like, make that commitment. Stand strong. The keys always stand out. Yeah, you're birthing a new vision for your life. And that's totally symbolic of everything we're talking about. You can see here there's like this yellow kind of pukey green, like, oh, crawling on the ground, hence that, like, work must work, crawling on the ground. And then you're having this shift in perspective via the self-love, maybe falling in love with somebody, having this power couple stance, which can be a total union with self. And you're getting ready to really kind of break free and create a completely new life. But it's aligning with this Ten of Pentacles. So if there's any worry about the money, I would say don't worry at all about the money. Trust what you're being guided to do with your investments and or with making a love offer, because it's aligned, basically. It's truly aligned with whatever it is you're wanting to create, this new vision that you have for yourself. Happy community, totally supported, a lot of money, and they're all just chilling in that card, right? They're all just happy-go-lucky community, and the king is there chilling with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like this cycle. It's like this, the money just comes in. They're not working in that Ten of Pentacles. They're socializing. They're playing, they're happy, and the king is just like mighty in his command of what he's created for his community. Now, the Fool's popped out as well from the Osho deck. So for some of you, this really is, or at least that's why the Courage card is there as well. It is potentially feeling like, this brand new beginning, like, I don't know if this is the right move. I'm not sure if you've been stuck in these patterns for a little bit. Certainly, 10 is, it's not just one time, you've been hurt, you've been stabbed, you've gone through these base tone, cycles of abuse more than one time. So there's a bit of baggage there. There's a bit of residue, as it were, which when we're endeavoring this manifestation, it's like, it can feel really scary, but the Fool is saying, go on, take the leap, take the leap. The new vision is there. The Ten of Pentacles is there. The Hierophant is affirming this is a new level. This is a new commitment. This is a new level of investment. But again, you're the King of Cups here. You've got this emotional stability and this emotional awareness of what you want and how you're going to get it. And the cards are just sort of affirming you got this, basically. And like love is on the cards as well, which is really beautiful. So you've got this divine union, power couple vibes, and a Ten of Pentacles. So whatever it is you're being inspired to take action on, it is very, very abundant. And it's going to lead you to ultimate success and joyful fulfillment in your community, or rather allow you to create that community with all of your pentacles there. People love you because you're a benevolent king. This King of Cups is very powerful. I'm still clearing. Apologies, you guys. I might just be doing the Libras today. I felt inspired to do it, so here I am. But I'm still a bit gacky. So, ooh, lovely, isn't it? Okay, this is the card that this is the last card I think for the reading, but it is symbolic. So because the cards are all these positive things, and yet the advice cards or the guidance, like the divine guidance in this reading is like the Courage with regards to you creating your new vision, and the Fool, because it's gonna, obviously, this idea of jumping off a cliff, like nobody in their right mind is gonna do that. But when it comes to taking risks in our lives and manifesting something more than what we're used to, it's always par for the course. Like taking those risks is just the way it goes. And this card is another kind of clarity, as far as it's because you have a better understanding now. You ain't gonna fuck this one up. You have a better understanding. You are emotionally sound. You are emotionally aware. You do know how to keep yourself in check and how to keep yourself balanced, emotionally speaking. And you know what you've been through. So you're going to be more aware and fine-tuned on the intuitive level, emotions, intuition, right? Divine, these two, if there is another person involved, it's like you are more aware now. So you're not going to repeat the same patterns. You're not going to stay locked in this kind of prison cell, just working and toiling all the time under this false rule or abuse of power, where you end up feeling kind of shafted or left out. You're going to take a leap and you have this because you have a greater understanding of how to keep it all in check and how to keep it in balance, you're going to make an investment or make a commitment that is ultimately leading you to this new vision and the 10 of Pentacles via the deeper understanding. So really powerful reading there, Libra. I'm excited for you. Let me know in the comments if that resonated or how it resonated with you. I appreciate your guys' comments. If you want to book a reading, you can do that. Just hit the description stuff or visit altalove.com where you can book yourself a private reading. I've just shapeshifted the booking schedule a little bit to make sure I have like plenty of time. You can book on the services page or on the book online page. Again, just go to altalove.com and you shall find it all there. I'm excited for you, Libra. This is really powerful times that we're living in, and making these kind of leaps to secure your future is incredibly important. So thanks so much for being here. Again, apologies for the bit of coughing. I've been clearing and healing, and I made myself some lovely spinach and garlic soup. I've got my my eucalyptus oil to clear the sinuses, and off to do a bit of resting now. But thank you again for being here. I love you guys. I hope you're doing really great. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Peace out.